This is Kit's Rock Review, and this is day number 12 of our month-long tribute to the band Genesis. And of course, we're calling that tribute Turn It On Again. So welcome back for this day, and I'm going to start by showing you an old picture. Okay, I don't know if you can all see that. It's a little bright, but this picture is me before my senior prom. Yeah, look at that mullet on me. And no beard either. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a little story about just before my senior prom. Anyway, at my school, we had a choice of many songs to be the theme of my senior prom, and the juniors and seniors who attended the prom got to vote on which song became our prom theme. I don't remember all the songs. I do remember two of the songs we got to vote for. One of them was Patience by Guns N' Roses. The other was Follow You, Follow Me by Genesis. And there were some others, but I don't remember them. And what do you think Kit, as a 17-year-old, 18-year-old at that time, what do you think 18-year-old Kit voted on for the prom theme of my senior prom? If you guessed Follow You, Follow Me by Genesis, you would be wrong. I did not. I voted for Patience by Guns N' Roses. Not that I wasn't a Genesis fan at that time, but I voted for Patience because the girl that I had a crush on my senior year wanted Patience as the prom theme. And you know what? She didn't even go with me, and I still voted for it. Stupid teenagers. Anyway, today I'm going to talk to you about Follow You, Follow Me by Genesis. And that song comes from this album, And Then There Were Three, which is the first Genesis album to feature the Genesis trio of Tony Banks, Mike Rutherford, and Phil Collins. It was recorded in 1978, right after Steve Hackett left the band. So they had lost Peter Gabriel a few years before then and replaced him with Phil Collins. And Steve Hackett left the band, and they decided that they were just going to be a trio when Mike Rutherford would play both bass and guitar in the studio, and they would get touring bassists and guitarists to assist them in their live shows. Most of the songs on And Then There Were Three were individually written by either Mike Rutherford or Tony Banks, and Phil Collins would give them an occasional lyric or write some of the lyrics for it. But mostly it was a Tony Banks and Mike Rutherford album. However, Follow You, Follow Me is the last song on the album, and it is actually composed by all three band members as a group effort. And this is what, back in, I'll get my notes out again, this is what Tony Banks said about the writing of Follow You, Follow Me. And he said this back in 1982, but it's still a little interesting. Okay, this is what Tony Banks said. It was our only truly group-written number for the album. Mike played the riff, then I started playing a chord sequence and melody line on it, which Phil then centralized around. It worked so well as a very simple thing. It was enough as it stood. I'd just written a simple love lyric for the song Many Too Many, which is another song from And Then There Were Three, and I think Mike was keen to try the same thing. Maybe Follow You, Follow Me was too banal, but I got used to it. I think we find it easier to write long story songs than simple love songs. That's what Tony Banks said about Follow You, Follow Me, and you can see Tony Banks not wanting to play the simple song. He wants to do those keyboard solos, but anyway, this song, Follow You, Follow Me, they really did release it as a single, and it became the band's first top 40 hit in the United States. Made it all the way up to number 23. Almost made the top 20 in the late 70s. The band did make a video for the song even. It was just them miming the song. But if you watch the video, it's the same video I'm going to put in the comments. You'll see Tony Banks wearing a 70s Vancouver Canucks Jersey. So hockey fans, look for, I didn't know Tony Banks was a Vancouver Canucks fan. But hey, to each his or her own. So I'll put the video for the song in the comments. Listen to it. You can see why it was a prom theme in the late 70s and in the 80s. Even 11 years after it came out, it was the prom theme to my senior prom. So, listen to it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I'll see you tomorrow. And until then, we'll follow the advice of Mr. Neil Young and keep on rocking in the free world.